Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit. And over here in brown and gold as always, we have our onagadori. Here in gray, we have our silky rooster named Stormy. Cemeni hen named Braveheart. And all of the little birds are quite curious about Dad today. You want to come up here, Braveheart? Girl. Humble. And I ended up fracturing my, what is it? Basically my pinky. I just kind of tripped on the stairs, put out my hand, and only my pinky kind of caught the wall. So my fifth medical. Whatever. My knuckle bone. I'm gonna see a hand specialist on Monday. Oh, night 46. Thank you for the coin. And yeah, it was a bit of a bother, but thankfully I got to the hospital. They treated me quite nicely on Monday, and I'm pretty much eternally doing the live long and prosper symbol right now. Thank you so much, Night 46, for the coin gift and the well wishes there. The chickens are quite curious about what's happening with Dad's hand. They're looking at it. Dad hurt his wing. Oh no, it's okay, Mr. Stormy, it's okay. It's just a hand, and it's gotten fixed, gotten set into position. And Slither, right here in gray, we have our silky rooster named Stormy. In black, we have our ayam cemeni hen. We have Kagome, our onagadori hen. The onagadori is an endangered breed of chicken from Japan who has tail feathers that can grow out to be more than 20 feet in length or over 6 meters. Kagome's tail feathers at the moment are a bit over 16 inches long. The ayam cemeni breed comes from Southeast Asia, and they have hyperpigmentation, which means their black coloration goes all the way down to their very bones. Mr. Stormy has that same trait, but he is super fuzzy, and the silky breed have these fur-like feathers, and they keep them their whole lives. And Black White Panda 9, thank you for the helpful award. And just while I'm healing, we're probably going to be keeping these streams to probably about, I don't inadvertently strain the finger while it's healing. I do really enjoy touch typing, so just to ensure that the fracture heals properly so I'm able to continue to touch type correctly, I need to make sure not to do inadvertent movements inside this. And occasionally when I pick up the chickens and things, that can happen. And you know, these accidents can happen to everybody. I was hoping that I just had a sprain yesterday, but then they did the x-ray and they saw that it was actually a fracture. So, yep. Whenever you hurt your fingers and you think it might be something, it's always worth seeing the doctor. The doctor informed me that if I had waited overnight and I had jostled it around, instead of having a recovery time in the weeks, it could have possibly been months. So it's a good thing I went in last night. Oh, and thank you, Benalis. Mr. Stormy, Mr. Stormy. There you go. There you go, little man. I know, my happy boy. Now, you might notice one of their usual blankets is not here at the moment, and that's because the chickies were kind of getting rid of the hem on the blanket. So Lauren is actually upstairs at the moment, and she is actually sewing that hem back together. Now, we got a messy Miss Braveheart here. Her beak is still kind of coated with the rice porridge that I made them the other day. Oh, you coming here to peck at Dad's shoes? Oh dear, well, as long as it makes you happy, Mr. Stormy. Oh, very happy. Lots of choco clucks. We really need to just give them an old shoe to play with. Oh, you'd love that? Oh my. Well, in that case, we gotta do it. Yeah, we gotta give you an old shoe to play with. Just need to make sure it's made out of safe materials, yeah. Oh, Mr. Stormy, you're such a good fuzzy boy. You are. And you are so lovely, Miss Kagome. The other night, we kind of put out the lights a bit later than usual. And we came down to a bit of a racket because it turned out Miss Kagome had actually flown up to the lamp there and was trying to turn out the lights by herself. We felt so guilty. We had just lost track of time, and she took one else. Yes, you did. A responsible little chicken. And then when Lauren carried her over to the cubbies right there, Kagome actually started to fall asleep right in Lauren's arms, which was quite lovely. Yeah, Mr. Stormy? Oh, is that how you remember it? I do love their happy clucks. And I do know there's another stream going on right now with a whole bunch of baby chickies on another place. That's quite exciting. Can't wait until we have a couple more little chickens to add to our flock. I love our memories of these guys when they were really tiny. And I saw that stream before, right before I started this. You know, the setup looks quite nice. I just hope that since they have so many chickens and what seems to be such a small... We found out with these 3 little chickens, they grow up so fast. They get so big, and they do need some space to just kind of explore and go about. Oh, yes, and I hope they're nice and warm. They're happy. I would probably suggest, because I see wood chips going on in the other stream, that the streamer there might consider using sand like we did. It would make it a lot simpler for cleanup, and it also encourages the chickens to start sand and dust bathing. There you go, my little chickens. There you go. Lovely, Braveheart. Lovely. Good girl. And hello there, Miss Kagome. Your feathers are looking lovely today, my girl. Oh, yes. Now, it's not as easy for me to pick them up at the moment, and they are a bit off-put by my hand, but at least they're able to come up here and play with my shoe for a while. Oh, and that would be cool if we could just talk to each other through dual streams. That would be a lovely ability to have. I imagine we could probably theoretically set that up with RPAN Studio, but I don't think I really have the technical... I'm not sure if the other stream is someone who's raising chickens for the first time or not. Little ruffles. I really need to clean up Miss Braveheart's beak. She got really into eating that sort of rice porridge from yesterday. Oh, and Adrian of the Moon. Thank you for the lovely compliment. I try to keep my voice kind of low and melodic for the chickies as we go forward, because chickens can be quite sensitive little souls. Loud noises can really rile them up, and we want our little chickens to live their best lives. Oh dear, such a messy girl, Braveheart. I think Lauren will have to come down with a damp cloth for her beak a bit later. At the moment, I can't really get any sort of wetness on this splint, because otherwise it will soften and then harden into the wrong position. I'm gonna have to be wearing a plastic bag over my hand for the next 2 weeks to around a month. Though I'm hoping once I get to the hand specialist that they might be able to give me something that's more waterproof than the one they gave me at the hospital. Oh, Mr. Stormy, my snuggly boy, my snuggly boy. It's quite nice to come here and just have a nice time. I kind of fell right after putting the chickies to bed last night, so I think that would be around sort of like 8:30 p.m. my time. And then the hospital just took a while. I got home about a little after 1 a.m. This morning. So, you just have to be patient in times like these. You have the COVID-19 pandemic going on. Thankfully, because of my work in film, I have plenty of N95 masks that they hand out on the film sets. So I wore an N95 mask, and I made sure to wear an N95 respirator with a surgical mask that I wore over that. And I have also the added benefit that I had COVID-19 back in last February, and I've been donating blood since, and my blood tests have shown that I still have quite a lot of antibodies, so that's good. So hopefully all I got when I went to the hospital was just this splint. Oh, happy boy, happy boy. Yeah? They always seem a bit happier when they have me or Lauren around, as we are just kind of extended members of their flock. And when you get lovely little pets like these that are just so socially inclined, it's always worth spending some time with them, day by day. Because even though that they have each other for company, you are an important part of their family too. So they should see you around, they should appreciate your company. And you brought these guys into your lives for a reason. You are sharing aspects of your life with each other. And, chickens can form bonds, they can form friendships. And dare I say it, they could even love people. So, if you suddenly aren't around for a long time, they can get a bit sad. So it's good to see your face. Oh, Braveheart, you're really working on Dad's shoes there. Well, Kagome is off to the side, just doing her regular bit of preening now. Hello, Miss Braveheart. Checking out my hand again? Yeah? I know. Oh, a bit of flapping from Mr. Stormy. Hello there. Oh, flapping from Miss Braveheart as she's asserting herself. My. Rambunctious chickies today. Yeah? It seems Kagome's the quiet one now. Just a bit of preening, staying out of the way. Kagome's been quite a good girl the past few days. Even as the other chickens start to assert themselves more, she's been staying relatively calm throughout the whole sort of ordeal. I think she's slowly being kind of pushed out of her role as sort of like the alpha chicken of the flock. But considering we only have 3 chickens, I don't think it's that much of a fall. She might be realizing now that she is the smallest chicken, at least weight-wise, even though she's the longest chicken when it comes to these marvelous tail feathers that she's displaying now. You can sort of see the arc to it when she holds it a certain way. Oh, lovely, lovely. It's almost a bit turkey-like when she does this while she's preening. And then it becomes a lot more streamlined when she's trying to just kind of run and just jump. Oh, and the Dank Gyarados. Thank you for the Hugs Award. Much appreciated there. All of the chickies are just up to a bit of preening right now. We got a little bit of sunshine coming through. It's a bit of an overcast day today. Still quite a bit cold. But it's alright because we have the heat on in here. We have our lovely UV lights that are adding some much needed extra sunlight for the chickies. And they have plenty of food, they have good company. We just freshly cleaned these blankets for them. My partner Lauren is upstairs just fixing up. They're on her favorite blanket. So I think for these little ones, life is pretty good right now. Pretty much the whole family is together down here, except for Lauren. And she'll be down a little bit later for them to see. Yeah. There you go. Such dexterity Kagome has with her neck that you can see. All of them quite do. And that's quite useful for them because, you know, their beaks are really kind of like their hands. They use it for pretty much everything, from cleaning to eating to kind of manipulating their environment around them. Lovely, lovely. Oh my, Mr. Stormy, what is that noise about? Is that because... I think that I might get up and give them a little bit more of a treat. And then I think I might take a nap after this. Need a little bit more sleep, especially while this is healing. Yeah, Mr. Stormy, I think Dad's thinking about giving you some more treats. What do you think about that? Now, we're gonna get you some more pine nuts today. But in the meantime, here are some red pepper flakes, crushed red pepper flakes, which are some favorite almost potato chip-like treats for the chickies. There we go, guys. Now play nice with your treats. Oh my. And Johann Liebert, you know, I would definitely be up for doing voice acting. My regular job is as a background actor and is out of commission. I might actually consider kind of developing a voice reel, which would be quite nice. I actually have to do a little pro bono voice acting thing for some friends. So I'm probably going to be trying to record that over the next couple of days with the help of Lauren, because she did used to do a little podcast of her own. Oh, and Yorland, you know, streaming chickens is quite fun. We have been streaming our 3 little chickens every single day of their lives. Today is day 211 of our broadcast. So we've actually been streaming these guys for the better part of a year now. So if anything, I'd like to think that we have kind of helped to influence the sort of chicken trend here on our pan. Oh yes, I'd love to do some audiobooks in the future. I mean, on our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, I've actually done readings of a few short stories as well. I might do a few more of those. I noticed not too many people were watching them, so I kind of gave up doing the sort of weekly episodes. But, you know, I might start to read some more of my own stuff in a little bit. I do write some of my own pieces, so that might be a nice time. Oh, and Miss Braveheart was having a bit too much fun with the crushed red pepper. We could see a flake that's gotten into her wing right there. And all of these little chickies are members of our family, friends for life, and they will never be eaten. We want them to live long, happy, and just healthy lives. Yeah, Mr. Stormy loves his crushed red pepper flakes, along with Miss Kagome and Miss Braveheart. This is a treat that all of the chickies can get behind. It's not too spicy for them, because they cannot taste capsaicin. The only downside to this treat, especially when I'm sitting this close to them, is that some of the particles get into the air, so then I can get a tickle in the back of my throat because I could basically taste the spiciness from here. But that's a price that I'm willing to pay just to be this close to the chickens. No, Johan, I had this injury, I got this injury after the broadcast yesterday. So this was me falling on the stairs and just my pinky caught the wall. You know, if you search my my Reddit account, I did win for the Halloween, it should be I won the Halloween contest, and in it, I read one of my own original horror of them. So you can actually watch the old broadcast. My prize for that was a turn-in, I believe, and you can to one of my original pieces. There we go. So I don't think I uploaded on my YouTube channel yet pieces, but I do have on my Reddit account here, Gun Death Thunder. So if you just go to the subreddit, and that should have a link to one of my original pieces. And Kagome is quite the lovely hen with such a long tail right now. By this time next year, it should probably be at least 2 to 3 feet long. The onagadori tails can be so fantastic looking at pictures of them. They can get so long. Just imagining Kagome with a tail of over 20 feet in length is just almost mind-boggling. At that point, we might have to consider rolling up her tail, or we might even have to consider trimming it. We'll just have to see how it progresses, because we don't want it to hinder her life. Chickens do mate. Stormy has mated with both Braveheart and Kagome, though he has formed more of a bond with Kagome. He does very often. Roosters kind of get one favorite, and Kagome seems to be the favorite. Miss Braveheart here is bigger than Mr. Stormy, so she can basically just tell him to, to jog on when she's not really feeling like it. Miss Kagome often says no to Mr. Stormy, but there have been many times I've witnessed over the past few weeks where she has said, you know what, let's mate. The entire Stormy does a little dance. You'll probably see him do the little jig. He's already done it a few times, where he lowers one of his wings and he kind of does a little shuffle in a circular. She kind of sits down on her haunches and he will kind of hop up. He grabs on to the feathers on the back of her neck, and then basically they just touch cloacas. The entire process takes about 3 seconds. The average rooster can mate around 17 times a day. So when chickens lay eggs, they are not equivalent to a period for a human woman. So they will naturally have these eggs, aka their periods, throughout their whole lives until they reach their version of menopause. In the case where a male, aka Stormy, mates with them, those eggs have the opportunity to be fertilized. So if there is no rooster involved, those eggs will never hatch and become chicks. So I hope that helps. The only difference between a regular egg and an unfertilized egg is on a fertilized egg, you will notice when you crack them open, there will be a tiny little white spot on the yellow yolk. And that is basically what we call the spot of life. If the egg is heated to around 95 degrees Fahrenheit, for a period of several days, a chicken egg takes 21 days to hatch, the embryo will begin to develop. If it is not exposed to such heats, it will never get past just having that little white dot. So Johann Libert. All eggs, even unfertilized eggs, will have the yolk and the white around it. Though if it's not cooked, that will the white is basically just clear. So fertilized eggs and unfertilized eggs, but will always have the yolk and the egg white. The fertilized eggs, the only difference is they have that little spot of life, which is basically the contribution from the rooster that has fertilized the embryo. I mean, if a chicken ever laid an egg that didn't have the yolk or the egg white, I would assume that there's something wrong with it, and you should probably take it to see the vet. I have heard of chickens that don't have enough calcium. You can occasionally get eggs from chickens like that come out just with the egg white and the yolk. Sometimes they only have just a few pieces of eggshell. And, that's just an indication that definitely needs more calcium in their diet. J.K. Bebe, thank you for the Wholesome Award. That is much appreciated. Oh, Miss Braveheart, going right for the shoes. What, you want my shoe, Mr. Stormy? That was him telling me off. He says, Dad, Why did you take the shoe away? That's my toy. That is mine. Yeah. Oh dear, Mr. Fuzzy. Mr. Fuzzy. Hello, Miss Braveheart. There you go. Oh, we need to fix Miss Braveheart's beak. It's so messy from that rice porridge. So messy. We're gonna have to just wet a little paper towel and get all that mess off you. I'm paying attention to you as well, Mr. Stormy. Come here, my boy. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come to Dad. Come to Daddy. There we go. Daddy's lap. No, he's escaping with a little hop. Oh, dear. What? You want to climb into my lap? Is that it, Miss Braveheart? Oh, dear. Oh, Johann, Liberto. So you had a batch of eggs that you bought, and every one of them had 2 yolks. Oh my. Eggs can occasionally have 2 yolks in them. I would say that the closest example that I could come to that is basically it's what happens with chickens when they are basically, it's like twins almost. I think I have heard occasionally that those eggs can be fertilized, and you could occasionally even get 2 chicks from 1 egg if that is happening. Flame of Anor, our black chicken here, is Braveheart, and she is an ayam cemeni hen. The ayam cemeni come from the Java Islands in Southeast Asia, and they are known for their hyperpigmentation, which means their black coloration goes all the way down to their very bones. We do utilize the chicken's eggs. They are quite lovely for baking. We will be hatching a few eggs come this March, so the new chickies can have much more time outside when the weather is a lot nicer. Panda Pants 1313, thank you for the Hugs Award, much appreciated. And Jenna Sand, well, thank you for the compliment there. We try to ensure that the chickens feel nice, safe and secure with us, like we have little Braveheart just turned into a little bird blob right next to us. She has kind of bonded with me quite closely. She does like spending time right next to me or on my lap. And all of the chickens are quite fond of being next to us. Each and every one of these breeds are known for being quite friendly to their human caretakers, and we've kind of helped out each and every day of their lives. We pick them up, and I'll be the first one to admit it, we do enjoy spoiling our little chickies. Oh, and Dante, hello. Thank you for the heartwarming award. I hope everything's going well. I'm sure they'll love it when that's back. And I think you'll need to bring a little bit of a wet paper towel to deal with Miss Braveheart's messy beak, because I think some of that rice porridge kind of just dried onto it. Oh, and thank you, Panda Pants 1313. I have been told that I have a bit of a ASMR quality too. So much cleaning with that. There you go. Miss Braveheart doing her feathers. Our little boy is doing the same, and our Miss Kagome. And the chickens are completely relaxed and at rest when they feel, like they can just do this right in front of you. They don't have to have a chicken stand at watch, because they know that I am a part of their flock. I am a part of their family. And I just love seeing them so. Oh my, you couldn't get all that stuff off her messy beak. Oh my. Yes, Mr. Stormy? Oh, that was a nice little tail wag there, Miss Kagome. What? What? Yeah? Is the delivery man coming? Or are you just looking at Miss Kagome here? Oh, a little peck. Are you announcing your intentions to Miss Kagome? Oh my, oh my. Oh, little chicken yawn. There you are, my son. There you are. Yes, yes, yes. I'm almost just tempted to lay down here and just take a nap amongst the chickens. Ooh, there's that little Stormy shuffle as he's examining my shoes. What, you want to play with my shoes some more? Oh dear. Yeah? A little peck, peck, peck. That's all right. Such a little rooster stance there. Head held up high. You know, at this angle, he kind of looks like a little penguin, the way he's stood up. I think he could meld right in with a bunch of... Oh, Mr. Storm. I wonder what they would make of you. Oh dear, oh dear. You know, compared to a penguin, you have a lot more. All right, well, a bit over the time that I was going to go today. I am going to do a couple more things to kind of get ready and figure out how I'm going to deal with this until I see the hand doctor on Monday. So I think I'm going to log off in a little bit. Thank you all for joining me today and the Chickies. So from Mr. Stormy, our silky rooster, Miss Kagome, our onagadori hen, and Miss Braveheart, our ayam cemeni hen, we all wish you the very best of days, and we hope to see all of you again soon. Alright guys, I will be back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to check out my profile for links to our Instagram, Patreon, and of course our YouTube channel. Uploaded all of these videos and a few bonus videos to boot. Liking and subscribing there is a brilliant way of showing your support for this content. Alright guys, I hope you have a lovely day. See you all again very soon. Alright.